Hi, sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maylene Call from Mrs. Call's Campers. If you're new here, I'm a first grade teacher in Las Vegas. Today is Tuesday, September 3rd. This will be our fourth week of school. However, it's Tuesday. It's a shortened week because Labor Day was yesterday. I actually traveled back to Tennessee, so I took a half day on Friday while we were in Tennessee, mostly just like a family thing that we were doing, but did go to Buc-ee's. So if you know about this little beaver, leave a comment down below. I actually brought stuff for my kids and for my team as well, but for my kids, I brought a little Buc-ee's coloring book. I'm gonna make copies for them so they can color. I'm surprised how many of my kids actually know what Buc-ee's is. Like, we don't have a Buc-ee's out here, so I guess whenever they travel, they know that. And I also got this chubby Buc-ee to add to my library. I don't know what it is about that little beaver, but apparently my sub on Friday did their absolute best. It was a young man who had no experience with first graders. And it's always funny because I feel like people on the outside, they assume teaching is so simple and straightforward. But if you've never taught little kids before, you have no idea what you're in for. I actually want to see left any notes. I left a folder. He gave them 5 stars. He said the class was great. So, okay, I'll take it. Honestly, I will take it. My kids who were finishing their center folders from the week prior were supposed to finish their work before they went and did Fun Friday, except I'm a little bit torn right now because centers are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday is like a finish day. But since today is a shortened week, we're still going to be doing centers. It's actually going to be the first time we are full out doing it, and unfortunately I cannot start pulling small groups. That's going to be a next week thing, so stay tuned for that video. But I have to just pull my last round of one-on-one testing. I just hate that we're 4 weeks into school and I still have to do testing with these kids. I know where they're at. I want to teach them, but I have to do testing. So that is the plan for today. I have a couple of students' center folders who did their work on Friday that I need to now take out and fill because for some reason they are back in their book bins. Just to do a little recap for you guys, we have done read alouds. I've posted a video for you on my full read aloud routine. Obviously that's going to change a little bit over the course of the year. This week we're actually reading Nerdy Birdie, which I've never read before, so wish me luck. And then for math, we're actually prepping for a test this week, so we're gonna do a little bit of review today, and a practice test, and then the real test. And then in writing, we did an illustration unit, and we've started opinion. That is what we're doing today, this week. It is gonna be a full week in the life vlog. It's gonna be nice and long. We have to chill, hang out. I am trying to obviously put out specific videos for you guys, but also I want you to get the full picture every now and then. So it's gonna be a mix of individual videos, week in the life, day in the life, all the things. So cheers, happy Tuesday. Let's go. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to school. We're gonna learn how to use our library this week when you're in centers. We're gonna do real centers. You'll get to use Miss Call's library. And I have those little stuffed animals over there. Those are called reading buddies. They're not toys. We don't play with them, but we read to them. So while I was in Tennessee, I brought you guys back a little Bucky reading buddy. He's chunky. Hey, it's too late, baby. I already took attendance. Go sit.
Okay. Chunky cheese?
No, he's chunky. He's a little round. But he's perfect for reading too. No, it's too late. You gotta do that when you first come in. He loves books about animals. And he is scared of fish. So don't read him books about fish, okay?
I will. That's what I'm gonna do.
Don't do that. That's mean. And then I got some other stuff for the other teachers, but that's it. Okay, ready for the announcements? We're going to talk about, again, we're going to review how to earn dojo points, hallway behavior, being helpful, kind, participating, a self-correction, love that one, our happy tickets. Happy tickets they have a smiley face, so they're happy tickets, right? Because when you do it, Miss Call's like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. We have blue happy tickets and green happy tickets. Blue happy tickets are for Rocket Math. If you move to a new letter in Rocket Math, not a level, but a letter, like you go from A to B, you get a happy ticket, a blue happy ticket. Back, see how there's a happy face still? you can put your name or your number, probably your name. We'll draw a ticket, and then if you are the ticket that I draw out of my little basket, you get a little prize. Everyone got these at home. This is just extra practice, but if you do extra practice at home, you bring it back, you put it on Miss Call's table, you earn a happy ticket. But you brought this back, so you're the first person who gets a green happy ticket. So we've learned the vowels and we've been practicing with our rhymes. Today we're going to learn about the magical endings. Say endings. Endings. I also have an endings card right here. So you're not going to have this up all day long, but this will always be on Miss Call's board if you need it. So we're going to go over the endings together and just practice what they sound like. Do you have a secret for this ending right here because it is so super special? E and D are super fans tracking, are big, huge super fans of Y. We know Y can say right? E or I or E or I or E. They're huge fans and they love that Y can make the sounds of other letters. So they want to be just like him. Y is like their role model. So even though their sound is ed, sometimes they make sounds of, oops, t, ed, t. Try it. Ed, t, ed, t. Weighted, we hear that ed sound. Say weighted. We hear that ed sound. In a word like played, we hear the d sound. Played. And sometimes we hear the T sound, like in the word skipped. Right? We would not say waited. We would not say plate. We would not say skipped. So it makes 3 different sounds, but it's spelled the same way each time. It's one of our word endings. Ut. Spell but. B-U-T. But. Op. Spell top. T-O-P. Top. An apple a day. Up. Up the stairs. You are important. See, I see you. It's a vowel, right? We know that the rhyme is the vowel and what comes after it. Our pattern here is a vowel consonant pattern. We have a vowel and a consonant. So we know this O is making it short and lazy sound. It has to be in disguise. It cannot know. Oh, it's a superhero that can say its name. So we read it. Ob. Is this an open or a closed syllable? It's a closed syllable. Not. Girls. Boys. Everyone. Hold on, pause. This sound right here makes a sound. Almost like you're exhaling, you're breathing out. Okay, try it again. Ready? Op. Hop. Nice job, first grade. All right, we are going to be sorting words in the 3rd time that you've seen this, so you should be even faster. When you finish this, remember, walk it to Miss Call open. I will check it. Then you can start whisper reading our passage. 5 minutes on the timer.
5 minutes to walk.
Okay, looking for leaders. September 03. Go read this. Nice job. Your handwriting looks wonderful too. Yes, ma'am. Read this. It's an O, right? O is like a round circle like this. 1 is pencils, 2 is chairs, 3 is book bins, but we're doing poetry. So you know what you should bring to the carpet, yes?
Yes.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right, we're going to follow along with the poem. When we get to a sight word, we're going to turn our voices up. Little. Good. You should be that fast. You should have already colored it that fast. Nice job, crew. Sometimes Miss Call likes to do it like this. Watch. Sometimes when I'm coloring the sight words, I kind of cheat a little bit. I do a little circle. I go like this. 5. I do like a little circle because it's fast. Yeah, you ready? 5 little apples hanging on. Nice job. Thank you so much. This week we are reading about a nerdy little birdie. A nerdy little birdie. Tired. However, does that mean Miss Call never wants you to use these words? No, in fact, I would be quite impressed with you if you still used these words when you're speaking or if you're writing. And if you're not sure how to spell them, you'll always know they go in the vocabulary pocket. Lonely means to be by yourself, right? It's a sad feeling. Lonely means to be by yourself. Lonely. They scrounge, right? They go through the trash. Do people want them in the trash? No, that's why. That's why they have to scrounge for it. They're a little sneaky. Scrounge. That means exceptionally large. Okay, he said doing a backflip on a dirt bike is impressive. Do you guys agree?
Yes, I definitely agree.
So to impress someone means to make them amazed with what you did. Readers, think about the setting. Okay, so you're working today to see if you can identify the setting in the story. That means if I say, what's the setting? You'll be able to tell me, yes? When all the other birds are hanging out together at the bird feeder, Nerdy Birdie is scrounging for breadcrumbs. Hold on, together. Scrounge means to search for sneakily. Impressively sculpted chest muscles. Impress means to amaze with what you do. Eagles, cardinals, and robins don't care about reading. Hey guys, I just defeated the Earthworm King in the world of Wormcraft. I couldn't have said that better. He's trying to get their attention. He's trying to be friends with them. Do you guys think it's working?
Yeah. No.
See, tell me why you don't think it's working.
Because they're being mean to him.
How are they being mean?
Because they don't care about him.
One day, Eagle flew off to hunt. Cardinal flew off to impress fans. Press means to amaze with what you do. Why didn't he just go with them? Why didn't he fly off?
Because he has small wings.
Oh, man. Nerdy Birdie, he can't even go with them if he wanted to. He has small wings. Their glasses were too big. Their wings were too small. At least half of them had birdseed allergies. They all like to read, and most of all, they like to play World of Wormcraft.
They're all friends. They all have glasses.
Eagle didn't have any friends. I want you to make a prediction about what you think will happen next based on what you know about the characters in our story. Private think time. What do you think will happen next? Talk about it.
I got you.
Okay, find a partner.
I think
Alone over here, the cool birds left him. So what do you think is going to happen?
he's gonna be alone.
What do you think? On your leaves in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I heard some really good predictions. Let's see if you're right. It's not one of us.
Yeah. They're excluding him.
They are Oh my goodness. They're Oh. Nerdy Birdie was confused. But there's always room for another Nerdy Birdie, right?
Yeah.
Right? I counted for a new book. 16 books so far. The setting is where and when the story happens. Private think time if you think you know the setting of our story. Private think time.
Hanged out at the power line.
Yeah, the power line. This right here?
Yeah.
This is called a power line or a telephone wire. So it kind of, it looks like this. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Big, long telephone wires. Library friends today? Tomorrow you'll do computers. Then you'll do your writing. Then you'll do your word work. Honeybees, today you're writing. Tomorrow your word work. Then you get library and then computers. Honeybees, you are going to writing. So you need to get your center folder and do only the writing side. Okay, let's talk about our library. Nugget, everybody who wants space gets space. You can sit here, you can sit on the floor, or you can sit carefully on the bench. You may read any of Miss Call's books, take care of them, and put them back where you got it. Whenever you're done with the book, do not just shove. Don't do that to Miss Call's books. Be very gentle. Put it in nicely. Miss Call's gonna come around, make sure everybody knows what they're doing. So you have 2 papers.
Set the timer for 7 hours.
7 hours? Oh no. Miss Call set the timer for 7 hours. Okay, this word? I have some left over to make a new word. When that timer goes off, if you have a center folder, do not bring it to me until, listen, until your center is clean, which means chairs, tables, all of it. When that timer goes off, computer and library friends, clean up and get ready for lunch. To finish this before you do Fun Friday. Great job! Okay, you're gonna have to finish that if you have extra time later this week or on Friday, okay? Center time was perfect. Every single person followed directions. But when you cleaned up your centers, you did not follow directions. So you do not get a smart cookie today. I'm still checking friends' papers and I'm trying to talk to them. You guys are being way too loud. So tomorrow, our goal when we clean up is to clean up nicely and do exactly what you're doing now. Thumbs up if you understand. Where were you at today? Word work? Which word rhymes with table? Ticket, cable.
Cable.
Good. I'm going to say the syllables, then you're going to say the syllables and put it together. Ready? Children.
Children.
Children. You're going to tell me if I'm missing the part or the whole. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, eyes are watching. Part. Good. If I have a missing part, I can use addition or I can use subtraction. Somebody give me, nope, subtraction sentence. Who's got one? Good. Equals a, she thinks it's 7. We're not doing that. 8 minus 1 equals a number. When we do subtraction, we start with a bigger number. Can someone give me an addition sentence? Part, whole, right? These 2 numbers we add together. We know the first number is 1. So I'll say 1
Plus 8.
a number equals 8. Number. Everybody, let's count back one time. Ready? 8, 7. Good. What is our missing number? 7. Or we can do addition. 1 plus a number equals 8. 1 plus 7 equals 8. They both work. Let's try another one. Covering a whole or a part? Good. So I can use addition or subtraction to find my answer. If I want to use subtraction, I have to start with the bigger number. So Miss Call would say 8 minus 2 equals a number. Back 2 times, right? Let's try it. 8, 7, 6. We counted back 2 times and we got to 6. We're going to do boys versus girls. Here's how it works. I'm going to cover up a number and you're going to try to say the right answer as fast as you can. If you get it right, you get to stay at the front. If you get it right 3 times, you just go to the back of the line anyway. Ready?
17.
You got it. That was your 3rd time. Nice. 11 minus 1 is 10. So close.
Okay. 12.
It's 12, but you're a little too slow. Bye. 3 is 3. Good. On your leave. It is the end of the day. Today actually was a really good day. I think they were ready to be back in school after the long weekend. But pacing was really great today. Kids were really nice, well behaved, friendly to each other. We got a lot done. We're in the swing of things. I didn't film writing because we are just finishing up writing from last week, so we're publishing. So if you saw my video on opinion writing, we're just continuing that. So I did have 2 friends finish their writing today. So here's one of them. the other one. That one, it's kind of hard to see with the pen. But the last step was I had them do a directed drawing, and then they could add details around it. Well, for those friends who finished, I'm going to give them a new choice to choose from. So they were choosing between cookies and cupcakes, and next week it'll be, or tomorrow for them, it'll be for something different. So we started off in their journals. I don't know if you saw the writing video, but it was like a picture of a cookie and a cupcake, and you just choose what you like. Then you give 3 reasons, then you turn it into a piece, you draft it, and then you publish it. So they're going to continue this same process. We're all going to do it one more time. I don't know if I want to have them do something different after that, but they're just going to be repeating the process. So at this point, I have kids. Actually, I think everyone except 2 kids in my class are going to be doing the coloring tomorrow. Like, they're going to be finishing up. But this past couple weeks have been so crazy. So it just, it is what it is. I had intended this to take 1 week, and then I didn't even start it. So anyways, so we did rhyme magic. I introduced the endings today. Normally I feel like I do that a little bit sooner, but it's totally okay. So we're just going to keep going over the rhyme magic endings. And then eventually we'll spell words with the endings, but I wanted to give them at least access to them because we are, hitting the ground running with writing. So I want them to be able to use those endings, and I want to be able to refer to them. We did phonics. Everyone always asks, what are you using for phonics? And I have Core 95 phonics at my school. So that's what we use. We use their workbooks. I don't necessarily teach the lessons perfectly. We also never got trained. So I just kind of do my own thing. And then I really love the activities that they have in there. So I love using those activities in the workbook. After phonics, we did poetry. That was a bit of it was probably the most struggling part of our day because it took them forever to just like get with it and read with me. But tomorrow I think will be better. And then after poetry, we did our independent reading time, or AR. Most of my kids are starting AR. Some of my kids are just reading on Epic, but that actually went super, super well. I'm just so funny because the worst day that we've had for that so far was the day my principal was in here. They were so loud, could not stop talking. Every other day we've done it, they've been so great. After AR, we went into centers. Today was the first day that they did like full centers. So they were in their center station. I opened up the library for the first time. All of that was wonderful. They did such a good job. I did have a lot of friends who didn't finish their work, but they did a great job during the actual center time. So they'll just have to get used to their pacing. I don't necessarily blame them so much the first day, the first time we're doing it, because it's just new to them. Centers, we went to lunch. When we came back from lunch, we did some math. We're just reteaching things for our practice test that we have tomorrow. So you'll get to see kind of how I handle practice tests. I do love them. And then we did writing, and I already told you about that. So that was our Tuesday, and I will see you tomorrow. Can, map it. First you tap it. And that was very hard. Why does A sound different? Because the N is after. Make that sound. It stops. So it changes that sound. So it cannot say ah. It says A. Make sure that P goes way down into the basement. We're using lowercase letters. Yesterday we practiced with our new poem. If you are not here, it is we're gonna practice reading it together. 5 little apples. 5 little apples hanging on a tree. Capital letter, nice and neatly. 1, 2, 3 lines. Will you underline all of the letters in the title that are uppercase? Where else are they?
On the eyes.
Oh yes, all the I's are always capitalized. Is there another letter that we had?
Yes, S.
This S, does anybody know why this S was capitalized? Right here, this quotation mark. This means someone's talking. So it's kind of like they're starting a new sentence when someone starts talking. So they capitalized it. Pink crayon, pink is for punctuation at the end. Punctuation, period. First one said, I want to be free. Punctuation, period. Can be. Punctuation, exclamation, period.
What about me?
That was not a good time. This is so impressive. Okay. Look, capital letter always first. Nice job finishing your work, right? Perfect. You didn't get to this, so you need to make sure you finish this when you have some free time, okay? And it's just
I say for
without. without the with. It's just
Out.
that's funny. But the new word is
Helpful.
helpful. Good. Say public.
Public.
Change pub to gar, and the new word is
Garden.
garlic. I love garlic.
Garlic. Cellar.
Do you like to read magazines?
Do you like to read magazines? It's 8.
Yep. Can you double check? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can say 4 plus 4 equals 8. 4 plus 4 equals 8. Good. You're looking for this one. Okay, so if we know 4 plus 4 equals 8, we know 4 plus 5 is 1 more, so it equals
9.
9. Good, yeah. So we know 4 plus 4, this is 8, so 1 more is 9. Good. Yep, you're ready to be a teacher.
I just need this.
Yeah, that's okay. How many white? Find your sum.
3, 2, 3, 4. 2 plus 2 equals.
Is that a 3? Okay. You ready to be a teacher? Hey, Pac, do you remember when we flipped over the blocks? And it's the same thing. 3 plus 3 is how many? Yeah, these doubles. Good. So 3 plus 3 equals 6. So 3 plus 5 equals how many? 4. Writing. This is my favorite part of the day. I have, I think, 3 friends who have completed their work. She has published her work. Good for finishing touches on your work, and you're almost done, right? When you have completed your piece, Miss Call said, yep, it's beautiful. You are in the Hall of Fame. You're done. This is your next choice. You get to choose which special is your favorite. Then you have to give 3 reasons why. You can say first. Also, you can just gotta give me 3 reasons why, okay? So opinion and then 3 reasons. As you can see, art is my favorite, or everyone should love art.
On your table.
If your journal is done and you're ready for a conference, put it on my table, then I'll say, okay, you are ready to publish, and then I'll give you your paper. Got it? Okay, you are in the Hall of Fame, girlfriend. Now you can choose your favorite special, like 2 fingers, computers. Good, that's 1 reason. I need 2 more reasons, okay? And then make sure you get that finger space in there, okay?
It's just because I was in a rush.
Yesterday was such a good day. Everyone listened, everyone followed directions, everyone got their work done, no one got in trouble. Yesterday was such a good day. Today has been not a great day. Can you tell Miss Call is frustrated?
Yeah, for sure.
I am for sure. When you come to school, the number 1 thing you need to do is follow directions so we can stay safe, so we can get our work done. And if we don't follow directions, we can't do anything. So we're not doing anything right now. This is just time for you to think about how you have been today. Let's review. If Miss Call says, stay in your bubble, you need to what?
Stay in your bubble.
What if somebody pops your bubble?
Move away.
Move away from them. Give them the quiet symbol. Tell them, don't pop my bubble. You're in charge of your body. If I see someone over there talking and the person next to them just looking and listening to what they're saying, that's a 2-person conversation, right? Looking and listening, that's a 2-person conversation. If I look over and I see someone talking, but their friend is giving them the quiet symbol, I know that one friend who's talking is the friend I need to talk to. Miss Call does not expect you to be perfect, but I do expect you to do better. So when I have a talk with you and I say, hey, you're not following directions, what should you be doing? What are you going to be doing? I expect you to do better. Otherwise, it tells me you're not learning anything. But I only had probably 2 friends show me today that they learned from their mistakes and they made better choices. I'm going to put your jobs on the board. You're going to do your jobs, pack up, and then come back to the carpet. Got it? Hello, it is Wednesday. I did not have time this morning to come on and chat because we had to do a meeting for school. But today was what I'm hoping is my least favorite day of the week because I'm only hoping that it gets better. Yesterday went so well. Today was like 1 for the books. It was rough. We're doing the same routine. Come in, do morning journals, rhyme magic, phonics, poetry, read aloud, AR time, independent reading time, and centers. And it felt like every step of the way was such a struggle. Actually, it was interesting. Poetry was probably the easiest part of the day, whereas yesterday it was like pulling teeth. But today it was like the easiest part of the day, so I take that back. Poetry was actually my one reprieve during the day. I'm like looking back at my videos. I actually didn't film the read aloud for you guys today because I didn't want the video to be super long, but we talked about a little bit more about the characters today. We ended up breaking out to the edge of the carpet and kind of like a big circle and discussing deeper into the characters. Their task today was pretty simple. It's a rooted activity if you guys use that. Independent reading time, we did a center time, and what's interesting is like they're getting their work done, but they are just acting like they have no respect for me or their friends or the classroom. Like there were so many instances today where I was like, there is no way this is happening right now. Like I cannot believe my eyes. I didn't get to film a lot of that during the day. There were just times when I wasn't recording. But I do think it's valuable for you to see like, oh, like this is how I handle this situation. I did film our little deep heart-to-heart talk at the end of the day, but I stopped writing because I told them probably 3 times, which is 2 times too many, that we were going to be on a voice level 0. At this point in the day, I was so done. I just wanted my kids to finish their work. I actually got some really cute ones who finished it. So at the beginning of the day, I think I had like 3 kids, and now I have so many. But I'm just like really, really excited. But we stopped. I had them stop, cleaned them up, brought them to the carpet. I had already tried multiple times in the day for us to talk about what we were doing, how we would be better. I took away their Fun Friday controller because I was taking minutes away for all the time they were wasting, and then I was like, you know what, at this point I'm just gonna take the whole controller away and we'll see if we even earn back Fun Friday at all. So hopefully tomorrow they do, because I also like Fun Friday. But at the end of the day, it was literally just me preaching to them. It wasn't even like, okay, so what are you gonna do better? I said, this is your time to think and your time to reflect, because I gave them so many opportunities during the day to actually share like, hey, this is how I'm going to fix my behavior. Hey, this is what I'm going to do better. And nothing. So I did not even want to hear anything at the end of the day. I just wanted them to know what they were doing, what they should be doing, and how it was making me feel. So that is it. And then it was the end of the day and they went home, and now I am ready to go home too. So hopefully what else? Oh wait, there was one more thing. We did our math practice test. What I did for this was I pulled, I don't know if I filmed it for you guys today, but I pulled a group of 7 kids to my table. I could have done it on the carpet, but it's just easier on my small group table. So I pulled 7 kids who I knew had been struggling with certain things throughout the week, and I just did the whole test with them. And everyone else in the class, I had them work on it independently and give it a shot. And then they brought me their paper, and I would circle an answer if it needed to be checked at or tried again. And for the most part, they actually did a really great job. So I think the test tomorrow is going to be fine. But the way I usually do this is students who finish their practice test get it checked by me and do it perfectly, or just miss like one thing that I need to reteach to them really quickly. They will go around and then they will help students who are on the practice test who need help. So I teach them, they can look and see if their answer is correct or incorrect, and if it's incorrect, they can say, hey, like, let me help you with this one. Or they can say, hey, do you know how to do this? Do you want me to show you how to do it? And then they become the little teachers, and they love that. So that's kind of my method. So tomorrow we're going to take the actual test, and I had kids, I feel like I'm all over the place, guys. My students who finished their opinion writing on cookies or cupcakes, which is what we were all doing, they moved on to their favorite special. So they had all the different choices for their favorite special that they like going to, like art, music, whatever. And then they were gonna just draft in their journals. And when they were done doing their draft, they put it on my small group table. I called them up, we would conference, and then they could start publishing if they had time. I had one kid who actually got to the next publishing phase, so he's already working on this. Okay, that's all the energy I have. See you tomorrow. Good morning, happy Thursday. Wow, it feels really good to say that it is Thursday today. On the agenda, we have, I didn't show you my planner for this week. No school Monday, and then very, very simple plans. Today's going to look very similar. We are going to do a shared writing today, which is always fun to see. If you haven't already watched, I did post a full video of my read aloud routine. This week is a little bit different because I'm trying to also incorporate some things that some other people on my team do in terms of books and not just do my own thing the whole time. This week we didn't do like the picture retell and all those other things that I like to kind of spiral through. We're taking a math test today. doing opinion writing. I'm hoping it's going to be a very smooth, very nice, very chill day. And I have a mom coming this morning to help make me copies. So we're gonna print some stuff for next week, but I do roughly know what I'm doing. It's just not in my planner. I'm gonna go ahead and get my board ready for the kids, and then I will get those copies done. So a fun little tip, if you didn't have a veteran teacher to share it with you, if you write on your master copy with highlighter and you make a copy of it, the highlighter won't copy. So a lot of times teachers will write master and highlighter so they know which one is their master. For me, my mom who comes in now, I just write on here like 21 copies in the highlighter, and when you copy it, you wouldn't even know. And actually, while printing and kind of looking at math for next week, this week we did adding within 10 and strategies, and next week it's adding within 20 and strategies. So we're revisiting doubles, and then number lines, and then we're introducing make a 10 to add later in the week. But what I'm gonna try to do, and I've been struggling with time on my math block. I haven't felt like I've had the same amount of time as last year, because I used to at least be able to attempt math centers last year, and this year it's like I'm rushing. So my goal next week is to try to do things a little bit differently. So I'm pulling some Miss Giraffe math centers that I have. So addition within 20. I'm also going to pull this little doubles activity when we review there. This added up, which is addition within 20. These are all prepped actually by the same mom who's coming today to help. She prepped these 2 years ago. So doing this, I can work with students more at their level. So I'll be able to split up the time a little bit more. And these, I actually ended up using a program last year where they could input the answers and it would kind of self-check it for them. I think right now we're just going to try to get to them, and we can worry about making it fun and fancy at a later date. So like here's the number line one. So we're going to do those for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then for make a 10 to add, that's going to be super, super hands-on. That's the thing about me and workbooks is, even though they say have the students get out counters or do this, I just prefer the whole thing to be hands-on and less of a worksheet during like normal instruction. So these are the 3 centers. We have not attempted that yet. And then these are their recording sheets. So they'll sort doubles and doubles plus 1. This is just basic addition, then number line stuff. Actually, I think I already have copies made for this one. I don't need copies of this one then. Okay, perfect. What I do is I put these in little Sterilite bins for math centers, and I'm quite nervous actually for this. What I might do is have like a self-check sheet so they can go and like compare their answers. That's what I might do. Okay, I think I am good to go.
Ideas you could have come up with. I can't guess all of the ideas you might have had.
Well, that's
So
Mars.
the moon
It's Mars.
sky
No,
and
that's
Mars'
Mars.
sky
Listen.
are somehow different from Earth's sky. What's going on here?
Pod. P-O-D. Pod. Count by 5s while we wait. 5, 10, 15. Little boy, you are important. Aww. Short O says, aww. Short O says, aww. Good. It's going to be a short sound whenever we have our vowel consonant pattern. What kind of syllable is that called? Do you remember? Closed syllable. You ready to practice some blending? Yes, Miss Cole?
Yes.
Okay. This time we're going to go a bit faster. Can you keep up? I wonder. The only way for you to keep up is if your eyes are on the board. And I'm sitting behind you, so I will see all of it. Mob. P, pop. R, Rob. It has an O. It's that short O sound. So what is Miss Claw going to do with just these 3 words?
Put them on the line.
I'm going to put them on the lines. Good, nice handwriting. Oh, you forgot to do number 2, babe. Go to number 2 and then come back. So I want you to take your time with that handwriting, okay? There you go. Good. Yellow is actually not part of it though, because this is saying oh. So hot and rod were these 2, okay? I'll highlight them and I want you to write it, okay? Hey, the connection we're gonna practice making is called a text. Say text to self. I want you to think, which birdie are you most like? Are you most like the one that likes to hunt and be outside, sing and pose? Talk about it. Does anybody want to share their text to self connection and tell me why? Go ahead. Okay, we talked about making text to text connections, right? We want to say, how are we similar to these characters and how are we different? It's about how we are trying to make connections to characters in our story today. But Nerdy Birdie, can you guys go over so everybody has a room, please? Like we're little birdies sitting on the telephone wire. We don't want to get knocked off.
Has been uploaded, and the Nerdy Birdie wants to be his friend.
Yeah, Nerdy Birdie knows exactly what this feels like, right? Because what happened with Nerdy Birdie in the beginning of the book? Talk over here. Now that they're saying, oh, he can't join us, Nerdy Birdie's probably like, oh, but I thought there was room for everybody.
Yeah.
This bird is enormous. Okay, I have actually means exceptionally large. I have another little surprise for you. Find your learning leaf, calm bodies in 5, 4. It's kind of like a movie. It's called a short. Do you know what a short is?
Yeah. Oh, shoot. It was funny.
Morning. Today is Friday. I am very grateful. I'll update you yesterday. Yesterday was wonderful. All the way up until writing, and really even writing, it wasn't that bad. It just felt worse in the moment because my kids are having a really hard time with the whole voice level. What I need to do is bring back my voice level light indicator. I think maybe my smartboard has like a stoplight for voice levels that I could also use. I might just put that up and give them kind of an extra visual because they're just struggling, and I feel like it is the same kids, so I'm gonna have probably have a couple of them like move their spots or work in a completely separate area today. That way nobody else gets distracted by them. Always looking for a solution. I started feeling a little bad yesterday. I started feeling like progressively worse. I ended up going just to get swabbed, even though it was day 1 of feeling terrible. I just wanted to check and see. I kind of thought I might have had strep, but a mask for today and tea in a cup from a student last year. Lots of water, cough drops, chicken noodle soup. John was so sweet. I texted him that I wasn't feeling well, and then he immediately was like, do you want me to pick up stuff for chicken noodle soup? He got off work, went straight to the store, came home, immediately started like chopping, setting up the broth, because we do like intense homemade chicken noodle soup, like good chicken noodle soup. So he like made the broth for a couple hours while I was waiting at urgent care, and I came home and he finished it up for me. Oh, just the best husband ever. Kind of where I'm at on this beautiful Friday. It's gonna be pretty simple. We're doing phonics, poem, or really we have just a spelling test. We're gonna do a test for vocabulary and comprehension. We're gonna finish up centers. We're starting a brand new unit in math, and in writing they're finishing up their they're finishing up their second opinion piece. We did talk a little bit as a team yesterday because 2 new members on our team, and they love to do Apple Day stuff. And originally I had been like, oh, like I don't know if I want to do like an Apple Day, and then I thought, well, in the past I've always like used my writing block for science, social studies. So like, what if we just swapped our writing block for Apple stuff next week? And I think that's what I'm gonna do. She just brought over a bunch of Apple Day activities and copies. I messaged my parents and said, hey, we're gonna be doing Apple activities next week. Can you bring in some apples for us? So hopefully it'll be a good time. But I do remember when I taught kindergarten, we did like apple paintings where you cut the apple and you would do like the little prints. Something about this just feels like school teacher to me, just doing Apple activities. So looking forward to that. I forgot my watch. I'll talk to you later. 9,
10.
Oh my goodness, he is fixed. How many is he?
10.
10. Good, we have 10. Now, boop, his friend comes. 10 and 1. So we say 10 plus
1.
my friend 10. Oh, sorry. Wipe it clean.
Or Miss,
Now I have my friend 10. Shoop, 10.
or Miss Call, you can make it tiny so you can make an order.
Now my friend. Whoop. 2. So do beautifully.
Left.
10 plus 2. Do rocket math, and then if it gives you a break, you just do beautiful E. Okay, so 10 plus 2 equals 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13, 14, 15.
I have 8. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is my 10 frame full?
No.
There's 10. Now my 10 frame filled up, right? So I know I have a 10 and I have some more. How many extra do I have?
7.
7 more, right? So I have 10 and 7, and I know that's 7. Okay, now let me start with the 9 and see if it's still the same. Now I'm going to try 9 plus 8 and see if it's the same thing. Ready? 1. 8. Now is it full?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 10, and how many more?
7.
7 more, so it's the same. What we did was we filled up this 10 frame, and you can actually do it in your brain too. Know how many fingers you have down?
Yeah, so it's only 1.
You have 1 finger down. Put your hands away. In your brain, picture 9 fingers. How many do you have down?
1.
1. Right, I know I have 1 down. So in your brain, you can say like this. Watch, ready? 9 and 1 more. How many is that?
Wait, 9.
It's 10, so you put a 10.
Down here, up here.
Just down here.
I'm going to draw a little
So we have, we have 10 and how many left over? Check yours. I have 3 left over. How many do you have left over? How many do you have left over? 10 and how many more?
10 and 3, 4 more.
4. So what's your answer?
14.
Yes. Everything is prepped for next week. So when they come in on Monday, I'm actually probably going to have them do a word search to start. Okay, Monday, we are going to be talking about nouns. We're going to be doing it with poetry, but I have this little added activity for them to do. So a noun sorting. And then during the day for writing, we're going to talk about apples. So I have this. I should have my life cycle page somewhere. Oh, apple life cycle. And then for math, we're doing number lines, but addition within 20. The only things I need, this is an extra nouns practice. We're gonna do apple tasting during the writing time, and then we will also work on this little apple tasting flip book. And then for math, we're doing word problems with addition within 20. For Wednesday, apple nouns, I actually think I'm gonna put this in their center folder. So that's that. Thursday, we're gonna do a writing prompt that goes with our book. And then for math, we're starting make a 10 to add. So I just made these like differentiated worksheets. It's the same thing, just a little bit assisted. A craft with our book that goes with this. It's retelling the story. I know for sure next week I'm going to be reading The Very Last Leaf. Might do something different on Wednesday. So this will be like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm not sure. And then Thursday, Friday will be this one. Wednesday, I think we might do something with apples. I have these. Okay. Apples. I was going to say also next week I can start pulling small groups. I didn't put any of my kids in groups though. I might consider doing that this weekend. But if anything, I know about where my kids are at least thinking about where I want them this weekend. We'll probably break up next week's vlog a little bit more, so stay tuned for lots more fun videos. Be sure to check out the channel because I posted so many videos since the school year has started. I'm gonna go home, get some rest. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you so much. Make sure you like this video if you had fun. Subscribe and join the family down below, and I will see you in the next one.